Welcome back to Crypto Meets AI. Jerry here with an update for you. Do me a favor, friends. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. Now let's get into this. And Brad Garlinghouse expects the custody digital asset market to reach over $10 trillion by the year 2030. The price of XRP could explode. The global digital asset custody market size was valued at $450 million in 2022. That's a pretty damn big leap in just 8 years, in my opinion.
The macro environment around custody digital assets is expected to be close to $10 trillion by the year 2030. And inevitably, people are going to need a place to store those assets and safe, secure, and they're going to need to be able to transfer them as well, having good on and off ramps. Even a tokenization engine, some of the work Ripple is doing around central bank digital currencies or CBDCs. So we think there's a lot of pieces that come together, and we already had. And I remember when you and I first spoke. I remember being on a call with one of the largest top 10 banks in the world, and a bank Ripple was already working with, and they were asking us about could we help them with their custody. This is prior to the Medico acquisition, and we weren't in a position to do that. And so when I think about that synergy, the ability to say to that existing Ripple customer, "Hey, here's a best in class, going head to head, time and time again, and winning on the custody level, to be able to bring that product to them, I think is a great opportunity for the two companies together." So
Ripple really does have the trifecta. They have Ripple Prime, Medico, and Standard Custody. Plus, they have RLUSD as a stablecoin and XRP as that major XRP, and XRP is that crucial bridge asset. In case you guys didn't know, each XRP is divisible into 1 million drops, allowing value to move with microscopic precision. This means XRP can settle trillions in liquidity seamlessly, from microtransactions to institutional flows, all on the same ledger. That's not volatility, that's scalability. The sky is the limits, and there is no stopping Ripple and XRP now.
You mentioned the demand for XRP. We've seen a lot of spot ETF filings still on the table, waiting for the SEC to take action. In addition, you had XRP futures go live on the CME and so forth, and there's been a lot of institutional demand. So I think it's like perfect timing that you guys are launching this digital asset treasury company focused on XRP, because how things have changed, Ashish. I mean, obviously the SEC Ripple lawsuit has concluded after years of going back and forth, but the sun is shining down now on us, and the dark clouds have gone away, and there's a lot of demand for this asset.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a new day, Tony. Like it definitely feels like, we started off as infants in this industry, and now we're, becoming adults. And, I'm happy to be part of the adult movement in digital assets. And part of that adult movement is getting institutions to adopt. I don't think this ecosystem, I don't think cryptocurrencies will flourish until there is broad-based adoption by institutions out there. And again, Evernorth is one tool to help get institutional adoption, making it easier to participate in the crypto economy, making it easier to participate in this financial future that will be built on blockchains. But there's going to be other tools that we need. We talked about regulation and the right kind of legislation, but we need more tools around there. ETFs being a great one, CME futures trading XRP, another great tool. And again, this is all part of the adult growing up process that the whole industry is now participating in. Thankfully.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I read you guys are raising $1 billion to buy XRP, of course. Is that a cap, or in the future you may raise additional capital? And who are the folks who have participated so far in the capital?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, we'll stay active out there. We don't have any plans to stop, and so we'll, as soon as the transaction is closed, we'll again look at additional opportunities. But the idea is not to stop at $1 billion in treasury. And I'm happy, Tony, to be supported by world-class investors. And one thing that we do want to do is expand internationally. You may know that XRP is widely popular in Korea and in Japan. and having SBI, participate in Evernorth's, financing, is going to potentially help unlock those Asian markets for us as well. So that post-close transaction, looking to those kinds of expansion opportunities, is going to be a high priority for the Evernorth team. And again, we're lucky to have world-class investors from SBI, Ripple, Arrington, XRP Capital, and several others join us in this journey.
I honestly believe they're just laying the plumbing. They're getting ready for that massive institutional adoption, and we should experience a massive government adoption as well. Do you still think HBAR is a ghost chain? In 7 days, first HBAR ETF goes live. Institutional money now flows indirectly. Hedera flips Ethereum and core devs, the most builders in the space. And SpaceX launches Hedera-powered quantum systems into orbit. We're not talking about white papers. We're talking about satellites, real data, and on-chain execution. This is what protocol grade looks like. HBAR is proving utility beats narrative, and those who understand infrastructure are already loading up. If you found this information valuable or helpful, or hell, even entertaining, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says the Trump administration is removing regulatory barriers on crypto.
We will take a close look at regulatory impediments to blockchain, stablecoins, and new. We will take a close look at regulatory impediments to blockchain, stablecoins, and new payment systems. And we will consider reforms to unleash the awesome power of the American capital markets. Americans deserve a financial services industry that works for all Americans, including and especially Main Street.
The easiest way to have a technological boom is to reduce regulation. And if you guys haven't noticed, that's exactly what they've been doing with these ETFs, to generic listings, the state being able to stake and earn yield off your ETFs now. They're removing the regulations and the red tape. The golden age for America is here, my friends. This is some pretty big news. JPMorgan and DBS have announced plans to build a tokenization framework for interbank deposits. Curious timing, isn't it? The same banks that once dismissed blockchain are suddenly working on tokenized deposits, instant settlement, and cross-border liquidity. It sounds a lot like something we already know. If you remove the branding, what they're describing looks almost identical to the XRP Ledger architecture. So here's the question. Are they really building something new, or are they quietly preparing to integrate with a system that already works? The language, the timing, the structure all point to the same direction. Ripple built the model years ago. Now the banks are lining to replicate it under their own names. The truth is simple. The global financial network is being rewired, and the blueprint looks very familiar. Call it tokenization if you want. The world is quietly aligning with XRP. Well, that's what I have for you folks. Until next time, stay savvy, stay stacking, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want more crypto deep dives, check out our videos right here on Crypto Meets CI. Thank you for watching. Remember to always do your own research. This is not financial advice.